ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the Conclave. Yay! Cheer, you bastards! Cheer!
Yay!
Oh.
Yeah,
That was pathetic, Blue. That was just pathetic. Alright, we've got the childish gibberish out of the way at the beginning, as is tradition. We'll be doing, what was it, episode 5 and 6?
A quick roundup of episode 5 and then proper stuff on episode 6.
Because we missed the first one, I think because it was leaked, and then the second one, because it was like brought out early, it sort of fucked with, oops, our plan. Kind of like I just dropped my phone, like that. Not according to plan. But yeah, we'll get episode 5 quickly out of the way. It's mainly filler and leading up to episode 6 anyway.
Still thought it was a good episode. Episode 5 was Eastwatch.
Yeah,
and
I still liked it, especially the banter that they started with.
You couldn't expect it to be huge at following Spoils of War, could you?
Yeah, well, we all knew it was going to be filler. I'm pretty sure we mentioned it in the previous episode anyway. Episode 4,
5.
5. God damn, I'm going to constantly get that wrong. As Jamie and Bronn return to King's Landing.
Yeah, starts with them alive.
Yeah.
They're fine. Talking about the fact that Jamie's a lunatic for trying to kill her.
Yeah.
Bronn making it clear he's not actually loyal. He just wants a castle.
Yeah, Bronn's getting the fuck out of there, basically. Well, I think we said that last episode as well. Bronn's not going to be sticking around for freaking
Bronn saw a dragon. He's out. He's done.
Yep. See, that's the thing with sellswords, and it's going to be the thing with sellswords if Cersei actually hires the guy in the company. Is, oh look, dragon! I am not getting paid enough for this. Fuck you guys. They're not going to be loyal. But yeah, the next bit's Dany and Daenerys burning Rhaegal and Dickon alive.
Well, she gave them all the ultimatum and shit. She's obviously building towards the whole thing, or the conflict between her and Tyrion over the next couple of episodes. She seems to be going a bit mad, but
a bit ruthless. I wouldn't call them mad, but
no, but like they're trying to. The showrunners are trying to make you think, or make that comparison, which obviously isn't.
I think she's more inexperienced than mad or anything like that.
She did make the wrong call. She should have
she should have burnt Tarly and kept Dickon alive.
And left Dickon, yeah.
I mean, it was clear that Randall wanted his son to live. He thought he was, but...
I did love the thing where it's like she tells them all to bet 10, like a few of them do. Drogon then turns, screams at them, and most of the others do.
Yeah, I mean, if you were in that crowd, would you fucking not bend? No, I'd be like one of the first. I was like, "Yep, fuck this."
Dragon. I'd be like, "Yeah, what's my name again? I don't even know. I'll bend my knee."
Yeah, one major thing, and this is the show just continuing its tradition of just killing off major houses.
I laugh if Sam ends up as Lord Paramount of the Reach.
I love the way too they've been doing like cuts this season. I don't know if it happened in years past, but like they cut from like the burning of Randall and Dickon right to Sam, right?
Yeah, I think it's like increased a lot in the last series or so.
Yeah, just like they're kind of tying everything together, like between the scenes. Like, oh yeah, this guy's dad and brother were just burned alive.
Yeah, they didn't cut to Sam. Sam was way later in the episode.
Oh,
yeah,
sorry.
They cut from it to Jamie.
Yeah, to Jamie.
Yeah, arriving back at King's Landing.
Yeah, Jamie and then Jorah afterwards, I think.
Yeah, but it's to Jamie who goes to King's Landing, essentially tells Cersei, we are fucked.
Yeah, we're fucked.
Cersei says, no, we're not, blah, blah, blah. And he says, it tells her that Olenna killed Joffrey.
Yeah. Which is a ha-ha moment.
Yeah. And then we go to Jon and Drogon moment.
Yeah, the next bit is Jorah arriving at Dragonstone, reunites with Dany.
Well, you have the Jon touching Drogon first.
Oh, yeah, you do. Yeah, when Dany lands at Dragonstone and Jon sort of strokes the dragon.
Like, totally not pointing out.
And she's like, I want you to stroke my dragon.
Yeah, continuing her googly eyes at him.
Yeah. He touched my dragon. I want him to touch mine.
Just think how awkward that must have been to film, though.
Yeah, they just could make that whole relationship more obvious and forced at us. It's just like, he touched my dragon. I love him. I must have him.
I think they've done it really well, but...
Yeah, I did like the scene.
Stretching it a bit.
I did like the scene, but it was a bit, obvious. Like, yeah, we knew that was coming.
7 is just one long Kid Harington and Amelia Clark sex tape.
Yeah.
Yeah, so then you said Jorah's back.
Yeah, then Jorah arrives and he's like...
He still loves Dany.
Yeah, it's sort of...
The affection between Jon and Dany.
Jon staring at Jorah is like, why are you touching her? I want to touch her. Why are you getting touch her? Why are you hugging her? I want to hug her. What the hell's going on here? Who the hell is this guy?
Then we have Bran being able to walk about 50 ravens at the same time.
Yeah.
as he spots the army, which sets up everything for the next 2 episodes.
Yeah, it sends shit to John. The Maester, alerts John and the Citadel about the approaching Whites. No, John does. Bran does, yeah.
Yeah, Bran alerts them. They don't really believe that it's real. Sam tries to tell them it is. The Archmaester clearly kind of wants to believe Sam, but doesn't want to look stupid in front of all the other Maesters.
At least he's a bit of an eccentric, that guy. So.
Yeah. But like he's like trying to hide it a bit, you can tell.
Yeah. That's when John decides he needs to travel beyond the wall to capture a White in order to convince Cersei. Davos smuggles Tyrion inside King's Landing.
Wait, I love when John decides that he needs to go and you have the whole Dany's like, that scares the shit out of Dany moment when he says that he's going to go.
Oh yeah, it's like, but we haven't smashed yet.
Like, genuinely, like, the way it zooms in on her face, like her pure panic is brilliant.
I'm losing another one! Ah! I'm back! This always happens! Why does this always happen to me? She does not have a good track record there.
She tells him that he can't go, and he's like, you know what, fuck you, bitch. I do what I want.
I'm Jon fucking Snow, I do what I want. Yeah, Davos smuggled Tyrion in. I like that scene, actually, with the gold cloaks and the bribing.
Yeah, that was cool.
Yeah.
Went and got Gendry as well, just because
he
stopped rowing, eventually.
Yeah. Can we just call him Edric Storm for the purposes of this?
What?
Can we just call him Edric Storm?
Oh, because he's Gendry.
He's Gendry, he's not Edric Storm.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
He had a nice hammer.
Just at the boats, Gendry just picks up a hammer, fuck it, smack, smack. Yep, we going? Yeah, sure. But I did like that, especially with the chat between the gold cloaks and Davos and everything.
My notes get a bit... Is this where we then go back to Sam leaving the Citadel, do we?
Sam leaves after Cersei... Yeah, Cersei accepts the whole meeting premise and then tells Jaime about her being pregnant.
That was weird.
I'm pregnant, Jaime. It's your love child, Jaime.
She's going to lose the baby.
And Jaime's like, okay, how are you going to swing this? Other Targaryens always did it, Jaime. Right.
She's still fertile?
Apparently.
She's totally going to have a miscarriage.
Oh, yeah.
She'll lose the baby, and that's good. So Jaime will not have any more love for her after she loses the baby.
Well, Jaime's already lost his love for her in a book, basically, anyway.
Like, in the sense that he's going to be loyal to her, I think, until she loses the baby, because for the sake of their child.
Sam steals a bunch of books afterwards and leaves Gilly. This is during the whole thing where Gilly sort of subtly rambles on about Prince Ragnar or something marrying Leia.
Reggie.
Yeah, Rhaegar or something. She pronounces the name wrong. Yeah, marrying somebody, and in secret in Dawn, which refers to Rhaegar and Liara marrying, which confirms that.
Yeah, that was very important scene. That they just kind of glossed over.
Yep, I'll go back to it.
Yeah, I think it's just a subtle mention towards it, and we'll have more confirmation of it later, probably in a flashback or something from Bran.
Then we get more of Jon's leaving
Harrenhal or something. Again. I really want to see Harrenhal. I don't think we will, but
more of Jon leaving Dragonstone and him and Dany getting all lovey-dovey.
Yeah, there's a Winterfell little thing. I noticed Arya spying on him and takes the letter from Sansa from his room.
Yep.
And then Jon leaves to capture the White as evidence for Cersei that the army of the dead is real.
Yeah, they have the Super Squad of 7 go up north, which is...
They all go skipping into the sunset.
Thoros, got the Hound, got Dondarrion, Jon, Tormund, Jorah. Am I missing one? Gendry,
yeah.
That's it.
Gendry and a bunch of red shirt wildlings that are always going to get themselves killed.
The Expendables.
The people that are going to die first.
Yeah, the measure wearing the red shirts from Star Trek.
That's episode 5.
Yep, that's essentially episode 5. Just sort of skimmed over it as quickly as we could. It gets the general gist. Episode 6 begins with the banter between the war with Jon, Ben.
Super Squad are still north.
Yeah. The stuff with I think it was talking about the 3 best things to do with the North is keep walking is the trick, and then you fight, walk, and fuck.
Fight.
Gendry goes, "There's not a woman up here for 1,000 miles." He goes, "We've got to make do." And Gendry just goes, "Shit," and then Jon fucking Tormund just chuckle as they walk away. Not smart that one. And he goes, "He's a good fighter." Good. Smart people don't come up here, kind of thing. But yeah, I thought that was awesome. I like that. Tormund being his sort of chuckly, sort of hilarious self that he's in the books.
Yeah.
They don't show that off
great
a lot.
this episode.
Yeah, it was good.
Yeah.
I really liked the the conversation between Jon and Beric about religion and oaths and shit, and it's like
Beric mentions you don't look like him a lot. So who your father? I met him. Yeah, I guess you take after your mother, which is quite good.
Yeah.
Also, it was the comment of they were talking about religion stuff and what matters, and he goes, "I am the shield that guards the realms of men," or whatever. Beric says, maybe that's all that matters.
Yeah.
It was cool, just the combination of everything.
Yeah, the banter between them was quite nice. I do like it all. Especially
some of it was like forced, like the Brienne Tormund bit was a bit weird.
No, I liked it. It's just more Tormund. Anything with Tormund acting, sort of like just hilarious.
Tormund just wants to fuck. He just wants to pussy.
I love Tormund's character though, especially in the books. And they haven't showed a lot of Tormund being jolly, like he is in the books all half the time, taking the piss.
I like that conversation where the Hound somehow can now take jokes about him hating fire pretty lightly now. And the fact that he hates gingers.
Yeah. I don't hate wildlings, just hate fucking gingers. They told me you were mean. Yeah. The bit after that, we move on from that is Littlefinger plotting to isolate Sansa with Arya, and Examon with the discovery of the letter. Which I think the entire scene was just kind of like, okay.
I can't stand this storyline.
The whole storyline.
I don't.
Arya's my second favorite character, and it just seems dumb at this point.
Like, it is dumb.
She's meant to be the smartest Stark or whatever, but she can't understand how Sansa was forced into this.
Yeah, it doesn't mean anything. Like, I think the Maester said it like season bloody 1. It's Sansa's hand, but the Queen's words. It doesn't mean anything. She didn't betray anybody. She didn't have any choice but to write it.
Yeah.
And fair enough, Sansa is the reason that Eddard got himself captured and beheaded, pretty much. Because she went to Cersei and told them all about it.
Marry Joffrey.
Yeah, she wanted to marry Joffrey. She ran to Cersei and told them that her father was planning on leaving. But she was a stupid kid. But that whole thing is just kind of...
I did like the comment from it, which was, what's she going to say to... When she said that I was just a stupid kid. It's like, you going to say that to Lyanna Mormont? She's younger than you. You were.
Yeah.
That won't work.
Yeah, then she discovers Arya's bag of faces later on, which is hilarious, basically.
Yes.
Yeah, don't look under Arya's bed. You don't know what's under there. It was weird.
I could make a joke there about things being under a bed. We'll just move on from that, I suppose. Oh yeah, this fucking like Sansa just completely thrown off her game. Fucking like, shit, my sister's scary.
Yeah, I just don't like it. I want them just to kill Peter Baelish now.
It's dragging it out until they realise, wait a minute, we shouldn't trust Baelish.
I've said this to you previously, Derek. It feels like they got to the point where they were ready to kill Baelish, and they tried to drag it out so they can do it in the finale.
Yeah.
Like, it feels like they should have killed him 2 episodes ago, but they weren't willing to, so they're dragging it out to the last episode.
Nah, they got to have a bit of sisterly conflict. It feels very forced.
Yeah. It does. That's...
Like, people were worried that Sansa and Jon would have forced conflict, but no, it's Sansa and Arya.
Yeah. Well, they never got along, but I suppose you could argue that Arya's getting out some resentment towards her all the time, but it's just like... Arya's been through a lot and been in the world. She should realise that, it doesn't fucking mean anything. This is completely meaningless.
I think, too, Sansa knows deep down that when Jon gets back, like, Arya's Jon's favourite.
Yeah.
Yeah, but when Jon gets back, Jon will understand Sansa's point of view. He'll be like,
oh, yeah.
You're a kid.
It'd make a lot more sense if Arya found out that Sansa ran to Cersei and warned her that they were trying to leave. That would be something that's a lot more like, you betrayed father. Not, you wrote this letter and you betrayed Robb. No, that's bullshit under duress. What she did do, and stupid, was betray her father, running off to Cersei and not thinking about the consequences. If she found out about that, it'd be something.
I was gonna say, I did kind of like the line when they were talking about, like, Ned's execution, like, you were there standing on the stage in your pretty dress, and, like... I was just, like, standing out in the audience, and, like, you didn't try to stop them, and I thought that was the only, like, good line of that scene.
Then I do like Sansa turning out on Arya. It's like, did you try and stop them?
Yeah.
It's like, no, neither of them could do anything.
Yep.
Like Cersei even tried to stop Joffrey. Nobody could stop him.
Yeah, there was nothing anybody could do there.
It's
Unless you happen to have an army like hidden in the
in the crowd.
Yeah, like many fan fictions do. Just like half of a freaking army just wearing hoods stuck in the crowd that nobody notices, and then when the sword goes to swing, like fucking 50 people start shooting arrows at everybody and free out hard. I've seen those before.
Or you just have like a falcon come down and like hit the side of the blade. And
now you have Nymeria jump out of nowhere, attack Joffrey. Makes the save.
Oh, attack Ellen Page.
Moving on. Afterwards,
Ice
at Dragonstone is Tyrion counselling Daenerys about the upcoming negotiations.
We missed the whole Ice Bear conflict, mate.
No, it's afterwards.
I swear that happened.
No, I've got it afterwards.
Oh no, you have them on the fireplace, don't you?
Yeah.
Sat in front of the fireplace.
Yeah, in the fireplace, talking about Tyrion scolds them about the whole thing.
And calls her out on her crush for Jon.
Calls her out on the crush for Jon, and then mentions heirs and how the Unowls do it, and then she says crap about who's going to sit next, which brings up the whole thing about, I think you wanted to talk about the
first mention of her not being able to have children.
Yeah, but it's mentioned it before subtly, but it's bringing it up again.
This is the first. I mean, the first mention of it this episode, which
this
drill
episode,
home every 10 minutes.
Yeah,
Totally isn't going to come up next episode. We promise.
For
next season.
You can tell where the show's going when it forcibly brings up things from before. It's like, this is going to be important later.
Like with the bolt hitting the dragon and the dragon surviving, it's like, oh, the dragons can't die from this. Oh yeah, dragons can't die from getting hit by spears.
No, it more reminded me of all the stuff with Lyanna earlier on when they were like, Lyanna Stark, remember the name Lyanna Stark.
Like in the tombs.
Yeah, just sort of like, every now and again HBO has to get out this hammer of knowledge that just smack the viewer over the head repeatedly with the hammer.
It's like,
until they remember something.
Christopher Mudd, the hammer of knowledge.
Yeah, that's the hammer of justice, but yeah, the hammer of knowledge.
I know.
Yes. Someone else commented on this. They're saying they're like, in this episode, a lot of the talking stuff, dialogue in it, they're saying it seemed more obvious that they had no like source material to base it on. It's becoming more obvious that a lot of the talking and stuff is made by Dan and Dave, Brad and George.
Do we think that Danny is actually Baron or not? Or no?
I mean, like there was the prophecy, like when.
But I think the prophecy was. I think people were talking about the prophecy actually is relevant to the Long Night. So they're saying that what the prophecy is telling is the end of the Long Night. She will become fertile at the end of the Long Night again, or something.
Yeah.
She will bear a child at the end of the Long Night.
Yeah, when the mountains blow and the winds like leaves, when blah blah blah, when they go east and west, blah 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 blah.
So I think she'll probably get pregnant by.
And then you will see. Her thing is, will I see him again or something like that? And I've always thought she's not talking about seeing Drogo again. She's talking about seeing her son again, and it will end up being Jon's kid.
Yeah, I think
she'll end up being pregnant. Jon will die somewhere beyond the wall or fighting the others.
The three heads of the dragon are Jon, Dany, and their child.
I think that the whole point of legitimizing Cersei's prophecy is that it legitimizes Dany's too. Like we've seen pretty much, except for the like being killed by the younger brother part, we've seen all of Cersei's prophecy.
I want Euron to do that.
Well, like if she, I think that Cersei. What I'm saying, I think Cersei will die from the younger brother before Dany's prophecy comes true.
Oh yeah, Dany's prophecy will be like one of the last things that's revealed, kind of thing.
Yeah, but I think that's just kind of the thing of like, oh, you prove that prophecies work, and then people start thinking, oh shit, Dany's prophecy.
But no, I think Jon's gonna when they smash has become the term. God, that term is terrible. Yeah, when they smash, Dany will get a kid from Jon. Jon will die beyond the wall. At the end, it will be revealed Dany has a kid or some bollocks like that. But afterwards is the beyond the wall. Jon leading the ready party to capture the White, and then the zombie bear attacks, which I thought was awesome. Actually,
I just want to quickly go back. I just googled what the prophecy is itself.
Yeah.
So when the sun rises in the west and sets in the east, when the sea goes dry and mountains blow and the wind light leaves, when your womb quickens again and you bear a living child, then he will return, not before. I think the he they're talking about is Azor Ahai. So when she bears a child, Azor Ahai will come back.
So mountain blow and wind like leaves could be that But mountains blowing the winds like leaves. Could be the wall crashing down.
Yeah. But like, the prophecy is important. Just point out the prophecy doesn't say she won't have a child. The prophecy is talking about when she will.
Yeah.
So it's obviously important that she will have a child.
What was the other bit other than mountains? It was the
sun rising in the west and setting in the east, which people are saying could just be due to the long night, saying that the long night could start when the sun is in the east or whatever, and starts it and goes away when the sun is in the west. So it looks like it's risen and set in the wrong place.
What's the sign about the seas go dry?
Seas go dry
could be freezing over. Yeah, it works. I think it works.
It's to do with the long night and her having a child.
Yeah, and it will be John's because John's destined to be fucked beyond the wall.
Yeah, John's going to die.
Not by zombie bears though.
Yes, so we
by zombie dragons.
Awesome ice bear kills all the Expendables.
Yeah, all the red shirts get themselves killed. Not all of them actually. I think 3 of them die later on.
Yeah.
But
one thing I liked about this whole scene was that for a lot of it, it wasn't necessarily clear that he was killing the unimportant characters until you got close-ups and shit of them.
Yeah.
Because they shot it like so chaotically. But the Hound is a pussy.
Yeah, the Hound's scared of fire still, after all this.
Won't save Thoros.
Does anybody... I mean, this was clearly just for the end of the episode, you know, to show that, like, hey, they could have zombie animals.
Yeah.
I
still want ice spiders.
The thing with the Hound not saving Thoros stuff is, like, showing... And I think it also links back to his conversation with Tormund. It's like, he does actually save someone later on. He saves Tormund from all the zombies towards the end.
Yeah. I think that was a nice scene, actually, sort of.
Yeah.
But, Forrest gets eaten by the zombie bear. The zombie bear basically takes everything that you throw at it until I think one guy stabs it in the head with some dragon glass dagger. I think that's what he stabbed him with.
Jorah killed him?
I'm not sure.
Jorah, like, stabbed him in the eye, I think.
No, I think someone stabbed him in the brain. I'm not sure if it was
like in the head.
John with Longclaw? Did John?
No, it wasn't. It definitely wasn't John because John was.
No, it wasn't.
It was John and Gendry dragged Thoros away.
Yeah, it wasn't John. Somebody stabbed it in the brain. I don't know if it was with dragon glass or it was just because you destroyed the brain.
Jorah stabbed it with something. I don't know.
It stabbed him in the head, so I have to assume you destroy the brain and then it dies.
Yeah. And then they spot the.
The mountain, which is the same mountain from the scene with the Children of the Forest where they do the first White Walker. Yeah, it's the same mountain in the background.
Yeah, that's cool.
It kind of leads me to believe that the Beyond the Wall used to be green at some point.
Well, yeah, it was. It showed you there.
Yeah.
So it's showing you like the White Walkers brought the winter.
Yeah, I'm wondering if the whole creation of the White Walker things is why the seasons are so fucked.
Yeah, it is. I think it is. They bring the long night. They bring winter.
Yeah. I wonder if you destroyed them all, that Beyond the Wall would become green again.
I guess so. I think it would just turn into a normal season.
A dream of spring. Dream of spring.
Sure, it is called a dream of spring. John has Gendry run like hell back to Eastwatch, which is like impossible.
Not for a while.
He ran so fast.
They find the White Walker with the Whites.
Yeah, they do fight the Whites first.
Whites are now shit at fighting, and so a White Walker's John kills him in about 5 seconds, as opposed to like 30 minutes the last time he fought one.
Yeah, I think it's a bit more.
I like the whole thing where you kill a White Walker and all the Whites they created died. I like that.
Yeah. The hot seat is going to be like that. You kill one of the White Walkers, all their army's destroyed.
Very, very convenient, but only one of them wasn't created by that White Walker.
Yeah.
But fine with that. It screams the whole army coming towards them. I love the whole sound of them, like the army charging at them.
Yeah.
They think, shit, run. Frozen Lake, stuck on an island, because we need lots of time for characters to move around.
Yeah.
And Gendry is a fucking quick runner.
Fucking off back to Eastwatch by himself. Sort of.
Ravens fly so fast.
I saw something talking about this, saying a raven could get from the wall to there in about 12 hours, give or take. It's saying took Gendry about 12 hours to get there. They were there for just over a day. Assume dragons can fly like fucking.
Oh, I have no problem whatsoever with the dragons being able to get from Dragonstone to the wall in time. More of a problem with Gendry being able to get to Eastwatch by his own in time.
People were talking about the distance. They're saying if he's really good at cardio and stuff, you could probably do it in a few hours. Depends how fit he is.
I mean, you don't know how far away they were.
I don't know precisely how far away from the wall they were, but it looked like they were up in the Frostfangs.
Yeah, but
At the same time, the last time we saw the White Walker army, they were...
Hardhome. So you're
yeah,
at
Hardhome.
Closer than Hardhome.
Closer than Hardhome wouldn't have all those sort of... I don't suppose it was that mountainous.
But
It's the show, it doesn't matter.
Yeah, let's say if it's a bit south of Hardhome, somewhere around that general gist, fair enough. You could in theory leg it that far and not have to worry about wild things because they're all dead.
So,
Yeah.
In theory,
Dany
yeah.
gets.
I've no
Dany
problem
gets-
with the dragons either.
Yeah. Dany gets her Raven, and Tyrion tries to talk her against going. But she's like, nah, fuck it. The handsome dude I love is up there.
Yeah, we must smash quickly.
Gotta go save him, and she takes all three.
Yeah,
Which I love. They're so cool.
yeah. I don't know why she took all three. It seems like a terrible strategic mistake. If
Well,
you know, if,
they've been saving the budget, guys. So.
yeah, if they
I know.
happen to have spies, like Cersei had spies on Dragonstone, they could just go, "Oh, the dragons are gone! Quickly to Dragonstone!"
Yeah, but with the speed that Ravens are able to travel, we'll just send a Raven back over there. Dany will be back in about 5 seconds.
there is no raven in existence that would land on a dragon. Just lands on the dragon's head like, sup. Nah, that's not gonna happen. Forrest freezes to death while they're on the rock.
And the Hound fucks up throwing rocks.
Yeah, and then the fucking hound pisses them off throwing rocks.
It's the lake's. There's another thing talking about this with the time that's passed. They're saying that you can kind of scale it with the lake having frozen over enough. And that would have taken a number of hours and stuff working out time. But some people were saying that the time does add up.
Yeah, well, that's the thing.
Some allowances.
If it's a bit south of Hardhome, you could in theory run from there to Eastwatch. And I have to assume it was supposed to be a bit south of Hardhome, considering that's where the White Walker army was before.
Then we have a fight where somehow like 6 or 7 guys are able to take on thousands upon thousands upon thousands of white.
But they're not all attacking at the same time. They're sort of like a mindless horde of just.
Yeah, but they're still holding their own very well.
Yeah.
Eh.
Well, they die in
it's the way
like
it
a couple of
looks.
hits.
Yeah.
This isn't like a group of 10 people strategically thinking behind themselves. These are puppets on a string that are just being tossed at them over and over again until they're eventually overwhelmed.
And they kill off all the other expendables.
Yeah, the rest of the red shirts die.
The Hound
Tormund
saves
is saved
Tormund.
by Tormund, yes. And then the frickin' dragon shop and just
And
act badass.
gets lots of CGI fire.
Yeah, lots and lots of CJ fire.
Dragons.
The Night's King's like, just as predicted.
Get
Hand
me
me my
spear.
giant fuck-off spear that I brought for this
Squish.
occasion.
But she lands with Drogon to pick them up. John's the first one to go get onto the dragon, but decides, going back to Dany's thing about him having to be brave or whatever, nah, fuck it, I need to save everyone.
Yep.
Turns back to go save everyone. Everyone else gets to the dragon, they're all ready to go, but John's busy saving everyone.
Yeah.
Everyone's
Go!
already saved.
It's like, wait, John, you could just get on the dragon. Like, 1 or 2 zombies attacking the dragon's leg is not going to do much.
And
Yeah.
Viserion gets fucked.
Yeah, Viserion gets fucked big time. All that blood coming out, I was like, damn.
Yeah, he like exploded
huh?
with fire, and there was just blood pouring out of him.
Yeah.
We're sure that was Viserion, right?
Yeah,
That's
the show have confirmed it.
Oh, yeah.
okay.
They confirmed
Yeah,
it.
that's what
They
I
reserved
thought.
it on whatever it's called, Thronecast, or whatever. They confirmed it was Viserion.
Yeah.
Yeah, because John has to ride Daddy's dragon.
Yeah, John has to ride his
Yeah,
father's dragon.
Rhaegal.
Rhaegal.
Yes.
Yeah.
One thing you're talking about how cool it was he died, like all the blood. I'm really interested to see what he looks like as the ice dragon. Like, is he gonna be like a shell on one side, like broken open?
I imagine he'd like a giant scar across his like left stomach or something.
John falls in the ice.
Danny fucks off, going, "I'll never get to screw him. This always happens. Everyone I want to bang ends up dead."
John comes back
Except for
out.
Dario, she just fucking left. And
Yeah,
left him hurry.
everyone I want to bang either ends up dead or I just get bored of.
So,
Yeah,
John
she
fell in the
fucks off,
water.
leaving
John fell in the
John.
ice with like 3 of the whites, whatever, and then he just climbs out somehow without his sword. His sword's on the side, so he managed to kill those 3 whites and climb out. Fine. Cool, John. You do that.
Yeah, whatever. He's Jon Snow. He's
He's Jon Snow. He has to
And
die
then-
later.
Then we continue the theme of convenience, where Benjen last minute save comes out.
This pissed me off a little because he was like, come, John, get on the horse." And I was sitting there going, "Benjamin, why don't you just like drag him onto the back of your horse and ride
Yeah,
off
you
together?"
gotta love the like it's Titanic all over again. There's not room for two of us.
Yeah, there's not room for
Clearly,
two
it's
of
like
us. There's no
you-
time.
There was
Right,
you, Bran,
and I'm
and
just sitting
Mira
there
on
going-
that horse last season.
Yeah,
Three of you were on that
he
horse.
literally could have just rode up to Jon, stuck out his hand, tossed him onto the back of the horse, and then rode off immediately.
Yeah. And they're trying to they're just tying up loose ends by getting rid of a character.
Yeah, I was sitting there going,
Some people had issue with like Benjen even showing up. I think that's okay because like he's half White Walker, so he's probably like connected to their whole.
Yeah.
I imagine they just sort of absently ignore him.
Yeah.
Unless he either got
part
like
of
really
the
close
army
and started
before.
attacking him.
No, because he's on his horse. It would have been obvious.
Yeah.
I think it's like the same way he managed to show up for Bran. I think he's in connection with their Highwind thing. Like he knows where the White Walkers are and stuff all the time.
I think they just see him as sort of one of their own at a glance. And
One major thing I just hated about this entire thing was it shouldn't have been Benjen that saved him. It should have been Rhaegal. Rhaegal should have come back and saved Jon.
I was half expecting that, to be honest.
That's what I thought was going to happen. That was what should have happened.
I always thought it was going to be Benjen. I didn't even think of Rhaegal. Yeah, but he still listens to Dany. Like.
Yeah, but like even like the later bit where it has Dany waiting for Jon on the wall, you see Drogon flying about, but Rhaegal's not there. So it's like.
I was expecting Rhaegal to like sense that Jon was there still and alive, and then turn around, and Dany would be like, "Where the fuck is he going?" And then land on the rock, do a jet of fire above Jon, and then Jon gets up, gets on the dragon, and flies back. Because then Dany would be like, "Take me."
Then they just have Jon in the bed on the boat. This was such a. I loved this scene.
And then
Dany realizes, "Oh shit, you really did die."
Yeah.
Oh shit.
A lot of people were
thing
pissed
where
off
they
with the whole
unloaded
Jon
it.
pledging himself to her after all that.
Yeah.
But she has giant fuck off dragons and just came to save your life. I'm like, eh.
Well, it's like he. Well, I think that all ties back to what Tormund mentioned about the parallels between him and Mance Rayder.
How many people died for his pride?
Yeah, and like so, Jon had time to think about what he's doing and everything, and like he believes in her now.
It's also reminiscent of Torrhen Stark as well when he bent the knee to Aegon the Conqueror.
But the hand holding man, like, oh god.
It's like, I was half thinking they were just going to screw there.
But continuing to hammer home, I can't have kids.
Yeah. We can't have kids, Jon. We can't do this. So I was like, why not?
Earlier-
Have you tried, really?
Earlier, you didn't even mention, actually, on the podcast, but the whole thing with Longclaw, with Jorah and Jon.
Yeah, I think we skimmed over that.
In that, Jorah mentioned, you pass it down to you, for you and your kids.
For you and your
Again,
son.
tying into the whole thing. She can't have kids. Yes, she can. She can totally have kids.
She just needs to have kids with the right man.
Yeah.
Jon Targaryen, first of his name.
He bends the knee without bending it.
He's like, if I could bend my knee, I would, but like, I can't move.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like that whole thing, and it's good. And then what a way to end an episode.
Yeah.
The last scene.
I loved the scene, and afterwards I was like, where did they get the chains?
Yeah. No, he just has it in his back pocket, just yanked out.
Yeah, they dragged Viserion out of the ice with the chains and resurrected him. I think we all saw that coming when he died.
Oh yeah.
But it was
I've
still
seen it
cool
coming
to
for a
see
while.
happen. Well, it was in the original like series.
The original script, yeah.
It happened a lot differently to how it was leaked originally.
Yeah, I think the general gist is still there. I think it'll happen in the books as well. One of them will die.
Yeah, that's one of the things that's going to happen in the books.
Yeah. But no, it was a cool scene. Literally afterwards, I was like, okay, where did they get the chains?
I do love
they ice
the
chains?
I came up with two theories for this. One, it's Tyrion's chain from the Blackwater that he didn't get to use in the show. For those of you that non-book readers, in the books, Tyrion made a fuck-off chain for the Blackwater and just sort of fucked up Stannis' fleet with it. So I'm thinking that's where they got it from. Or, and somebody else came up with this idea over Steam, joking about it. There's a shitload of Ikeas in the land beyond the north. Just there's a shit. That's what's in the land beyond Always Winter. Just shitloads of Ikeas.
You go up there, it's actually just Sweden.
Yeah. There's just shitloads of Ikeas there. That's where the White Walkers have been all this time, just shopping, preparing, getting supplies.
I mean, where they get the spears? He had multiple ice spears. You know?
Who's to say that they don't sell ice spears at IKEA?
I'm sure they do.
They do in the Land of Always Winter.
Yeah, in the Land of Always Winter, they sell fucking everything at IKEA. It's fine.
It's ice everything.
Yeah.
So other than the joking, so he created Viserion ice dragons. Now I'm suspecting So is the Ice Dragon now invulnerable unless you kill the Night King?
I'd imagine so. Although whites can die from fire, so.
Yeah, and is he gonna ride Ice Dragon Viserion?
I imagine he's gonna ride it to the wall and just fuck up the wall.
And does he shoot blue fire? That's the like ice fire.
Yeah.
I wouldn't be surprised in the least about him doing that, since in the books the dragons are supposed to shoot different
colour of fire.
Fires anyway. Like Rhaegal's is, I think, green or something.
Green, Viserion's is gold, and Drogon's is black / dark red.
I would have loved to see gold.
Yeah.
Gold fire.
Gold and green. I think that would have made that scene a hell of a lot. Someone needs to take that in After Effects and change the colour of the fires.
I do love one thing about this with Viserion dying. It's like, fuck you to everyone who thought Tyrion was the third head of the dragon.
Nah, I never bought into that.
No, but there were people who actually did. It's like, you have just been shut down horribly.
Nah, I never bought the whole Tyrion's a secret Targaryen bullshit.
No.
What about the Jaime and Cersei are Targaryen?
Jaime and Cersei makes more sense because that was the right timescale, but then they're definitely not Targaryens.
No. What's the preview for next episode? Is basically the dragon pit and the meeting.
Yeah, it's essentially just dragon pit set up, and Theon falls to his knees at one point, which doesn't make much sense. But yeah, it's dragon pit set up. Sansa looks really upset on a wall or something.
Do you think Arsha's dead?
That's what I was thinking. Because Euron hasn't shown up for a while, has he?
Yeah. I imagine Euron will be at the meeting,
but
he's going to go, "Where's my sister?" And he goes, "Oh, she's dead, and we had fun with her before she died." Or something. It's going to cause that's the only thing I can think. It would cause Theon a shitload of grief and regret the fact that he let his sister go, and now she's being killed. Now she's dead.
Yeah.
And then when they leave to go back from King's Landing, he collapses on the beach and starts crying or something.
Yeah, I think that entire meeting. The thing for that meeting, though, I think no matter what they show her, I don't think Cersei's going to give a shit. And it's going to be a trap of some kind.
Oh, they're going to show the White Walker, and
she won't give a shit. It'll still be a trap.
If she's liable to do anything, it's to go. Yeah, sure. Fuck off up north. I'll come with you, and then just not go. And then hire the Golden Company behind their back, and then retake Dragonstone while they're gone.
I think that's going to be a really cool scene in general.
See, I still want the Golden Company to show up, and for them just to go, "Fuck you!" as one teenage kid with blue hair pulls out Blackfire, and he's the younger brother. Aegon is the younger brother. Wait, no, he's the older brother. Shit.
No, he's. Oh.
Damn, my plan.
Oh,
no.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
No, he's the younger brother of
He's the younger brother of his sister.
Yeah.
No. Isn't he the older one?
No, Rhaenys is the oldest. He was
older.
an infant when he was killed. Rhaenys was a child.
Oh, yes.
So Jon's even younger again.
Yeah. Well, Jon was born after they were dead. So
I think it's going to be Euron that kills Cersei. It has to be Euron.
I just want it to be Jaime. I don't care how obvious it is.
Jaime. I also just want it to be Jaime. The guy died.
There will be some closure there.
Jaime's story arc is too important. Even if it is predictable, his story arc is too important to not do it.
And then join Dany. Just be like, hey,
join Dany. Jaime
then
dies in the War for the Dawn, saving Bran. I'm still holding. That's how I think Jaime has to go out by saving Bran.
Jaime's going to die like a hero's death during the Battle for the Dawn. Yeah.
Yeah, that's what he's still saving Bran though, because that's such a good thing because he was the one who crippled him.
Bran won't be in the Battle of the Dawn.
He'll be near.
I mean, saving.
It'll be in Winterfell.
Into. Or Jaime just kills Bran.
Well, to be honest, I kind of want the Battle of the Dawn to happen at Winterfell.
Well,
because if the wall falls, the Night King's going to have his armies nearby. They're not going to be ready for that.
That's the closing scene of the next episode.
Oh yeah, I bet the closing scene of the final is the dragon crashing down the wall and then just letting rip a giant fucking roar and blue fire everywhere into the sky.
And of course, the scene just before that is Jon and Dany smashing. Because that's got to happen next episode. Otherwise, I'm going to be upset.
Oh yeah, it's bound to be the wall collapsing. Is going to be the final. I think the final's like 60 minutes or something stupid.
It's 81 minutes in the US, but it's slightly shorter in the UK because RTV is 29 frames per second, whereas theirs is 24.
Huh.
So our episodes.
I didn't know that.
Our episodes go quicker.
Fuck it.
It's like, I know it's, this
I get more
was
Game of
67
Thrones.
minutes for us, whereas it was 71 for them or something.
Yeah.
Something
It's a
around that.
long ass episode. I'm
This
sitting
one's
there
81
going, when does
minutes,
this
yeah.
end?
And just what else?
When I was watching the episode, I'm going, when does this goddamn thing end?
Oh, no, I loved every minute of that.
Oh no, I
Final's even
loved
longer,
every
so.
minute of it, but like it was long.
Final's even longer, so.
Yeah, what I think isn't. I thought I heard like season 8, like all of it's meant to be as long as these last 2 episodes.
Yeah, I heard each episode is at least 80 minutes.
Yeah, they've got, I think, only 6 episodes next season or something.
Yeah.
But they're just as long or something.
Yeah, it's
It's
just as
gonna
long
be
as the
like
entire
6
season.
fucking movies.
Yeah, well, I don't mind them having less episodes when they're this long.
Yeah, as long as they're this fucking good, I don't care how long they are.
I've liked basically.
Guys, this could be taken so out of context. As long as it's this fucking good, I don't care
As
how
long as it's
long.
this big, yes.
So I think they've done a good job this season in general of like setting up for. So there's loads of stuff that the Cersei's pregnant, whatever. That's not going to come into like importance till next season.
Yeah.
I don't think the Ice Dragons going to have any actual war fighting until next season.
Maybe, probably
Because the
not.
Battle for the Dawn or whatever isn't happening next episode.
No. Battle of Dawn was the last thing that happened.
The only thing he's going to do is bring down the wall.
I think the wall's going to go down. They're going to be far away. They're going to be back to like at Dragonstone
Yeah.
by the time all that happens. They are not prepared for that.
Danny's
The
going to
wall's gonna
pregnant
fall.
next episode.
Oh yeah. I don't know whether they'll reveal that till like the very end.
No, but she will. It'll be like they'll sleep together, whatever.
Oh yeah, they'll sleep together. But I don't imagine they'll reveal it until like the very end.
I'm just trying to think what other things they're setting up.
But the North is fucked. Last Turf fucked. Carhold fucked. Dreadfort probably fucked.
Sansa and Arya storyline hopefully fucked by Ice Dragon.
Just flies up.
Ice Dragon just comes in and just burns them all. Good riddance.
No, Arya needs to live. I need to see Arya and Jon reunite.
Yeah. No, Sansa mentioned at some point about Winterfell and pulling back the Winterfell, the worst case, and everything. I think that's a bit of foreshadowing. The Last Turf and all that shit's going to fall to the White Walkers, and Sansa and everyone's going to rally everyone to Winterfell.
Yeah.
And that's where the Battle of the Dawns are going to take place.
War for the Dawn.
War for the Dawn.
I think it's going to be good.
I've read some great fan fictions about that though, the way they did the battles, which is usually at Winterfell because of the magic wards there and shit, and then they just dug trenches with fucking pikes and crap and just literally surrounded Winterfell with them and fucking really bunkered the shit down.
Just one thing which really came to my attention while watching this episode. They've really kind of convinced everyone to just completely forget about the fact that Ghost exists.
I know.
Sansa mentioned Ghost.
Did he?
Yeah, she mentioned. I can't remember what episode it was.
He's there at Winterfell.
Yeah, she mentioned something about Jon leaving. She can't expect him to be here when they return, like Ghost. She mentioned Ghost. I think
Ghost
it was
is definitely there.
I just think
we didn't see her, but she mentioned it. Something about when Jon returns, you can't expect the Northern Lords to still be here, kind of like he does with Ghost. She does mention it.
At this point, I think it's absolute bullshit that they don't have the budget for it. They can't be asked.
Oh yeah, I don't think they just can't be bothered putting a couple of scenes in with him.
Why couldn't you put him in the? Because he would have been amazing to have in. I suppose.
I think
that would have made sense. He couldn't have ridden on a dragon.
He should have been there when Arya showed up in Winterfell's court.
Yeah, like it's so dumb. Like they haven't just bothered putting him. I hope if they get, because they could probably get away with just not putting him in. No one would notice.
Let's see. When Arya arrived at the gates. When Arya arrived at the gates and they was talking to the guards, I just wanted Ghost to sort of barge past both of the guards and just pin her to the ground and start licking her.
Yeah, we've
just fucking tail wagging and everything. And
it was just something again that I noticed this episode. It's like, it just seems really dumb and lazy that they haven't. I do hope they bring him, but they don't just ignore him.
If I don't see Ghost in the final, I'm going to be pissed.
Yeah.
If there's a battle at Winterfell, Ghost is being part of it.
But
Winterfell's
not next episode.
No, I know.
But yeah.
I really want. I want to see Ghost again because it's the whole point of. You know. It's a big part of why the Northern Lords actually follow Jon as well. Yeah. He has a direwolf. It means he is a Stark. He has a fucking direwolf.
I have a direwolf and a dragon now.
Just fucking Jon rides back on the dragon.
I really want to see Ghost on the dragon.
Yeah. It's going to be it's going to be the whole thing when the news arrives that the wall's fallen, and Danny will go on about, oh, we need like a second rider for Rhaegal, and Jon will go, I'll do it.
I feel the connection to the dragon.
I feel the connection to the Force. No, I think it'll probably, like, after stroking Drogon and shit, it'll become interested and sort of seek out one of them and see if he can do it again, and, you know.
Yeah. Anything else?
That's about it. I think we've covered everything, really. We might have missed a few things in episode 5, but we sort of went right through that. How long have we been recording?
Like
around 40
little less
minutes.
than an hour,
yeah.
40 to 50 minutes.
Yeah, it's not too bad. Probably faster than we thought we'd get it through, to be honest. We probably missed a few minor details, but that's basically the gist of it. We'll probably have a lot more for the final, I imagine.
Hopefully.
Yeah.
Hopefully.
Sick episode.
But no. You want to do favourite scenes for last two, or?
I can't remember from episode 5. Oh, favourite scene from episode 5, actually, where Jon said that he was going north.
Yeah. I just go for episode 6, I suppose.
Episode 6 would be where Jon's in the bed talking with Dany and he bends the knee.
Yeah, that was what I was going to say as well. You know, that was
Like,
really
the battle's cool and shit, but as a fantasy epic, that's cool. But as a drama, I liked the scene on the boat.
Blue, got any?
I was going to say the same thing. Yeah, I don't know. I really liked the whole episode. You know, it was all great except for Arya and Sansa. So I pick everything except for that scene.
Yeah. Basically probably the same. The Night's King thing with Viserion was awesome, but other than battle scenes, it's I really like the banter just with Tormund being hilarious. I do love that character, so I'd have to go with that. And I know a lot of people were pissed off about the whole Jon bending the knee thing, just because I think people like to be pissed off. I don't mind.
I thought he was going to bend the knee straight away.
Yeah.
I've always thought that it was going to be like, I can still be the king and you be the queen if we get married. I think that's where they're going.
That's where they're going. That's too on the nose for Jon to suggest that.
Like the whole thing is, like, I know they keep drawing parallels between Jon and Mance Rayder, but it was Mance Rayder said, when Jon said that why didn't you bend the knee for your pride or whatever, Mance Rayder said, if you don't know why I won't bend the knee, then you don't know what it means to be in the position of my people or something like that. And like, he doesn't have any legit reason for not, or he didn't have any legit reason for not bending the knee to Dany. That was his reason. It was the same thing. It was for his people.
No, I think that about wraps it up, really. We'll end it here and see what the final holds. I just wanted to get this done, basically. It's a bit rushed, this freaking podcast, but covers the basics.
Yep.
Alright.
Yes.
That is all for now. And we shall end it here and go watch the fucking season final, assuming that it doesn't leak before it's supposed to come out. And I'm pretty sure they're threatening to leak it before it comes out, so, you know. It might even be out by the time I upload this.
Probably.
Yeah, alright. That's all for now. Thank you for watching. Soul out.